and you were talking about the Pharisees that lay burdens on people too heavy to bear. Again, I was convicted because I know what it's like to have burdens too heavy to bear. And from time to time, I get out my evil toy and I put burdens on people too heavy to bear. And it's always when I get afraid, or I get insecure, or when I feel like my character's been assaulted.
Yeah.
Because we all know my character is just impeccable. So a couple nights ago, somehow it got confused that people thought I was going to Janelle's for a Super Bowl. Well, I'm not. I mean, I've watched the whole entire season with Gene. It's like, okay, see you later. You're too boring. I'm going to go over here. Well, I want to watch it with him. We watched the whole entire season. But anyway, I wanted to stay here. But Pat got the impression that I was going to Rick and Janelle's. So I came in from work, and I heard her making plans for the menu. And I'd already taken care of it. And at first, I have this thought. Here's how the evil toy speaks to me. How dare her think I don't have a plan? Of course I have a plan. And so I turn and I slap her and say, why can't you just ask me? Why before you start making plans, why can't you just ask me? And she's kind of like, well, I thought you were going to Janelle's. So then Cece says, I thought you were going to Janelle's. We all heard it that way. And I'm thinking, I don't know how they heard it that way. And so then I'm thinking, now you guys all think I'm lying to you. Pat did. She admitted, well, I think you're lying to me. But then I start feeling like I've got to prove everything. It's like I'm in court and I get out all my text messages. I get out everything to try and prove to Pat that I wasn't going to Janelle's, and I'll prove it. But that's not right either. That's not right. How come I can't just say, no, you were mistaken? But no.
Or I'm sorry if I even gave that impression. It's not what I meant, so I'm going to say it.
Yeah. And so it turned into a big thing. And you know what? I started out from the very beginning coming in the house thinking, why the hell doesn't she think I have a plan? Of course I have a plan. Well, she's thinking, well, you kind of oversee things anyway, so I'm just figuring you're making a plan for this house in addition, so that we have a plan.
You're taking care of us.
You're taking care of us. But you know what I see is, I took Pat to task. Then I get in a fight with Cece the next morning because I'm still defending myself. And then I always go to I know I'm out now. The divorce papers are coming out. I don't know how I'm going to take Stella. I can't take Stella. I don't know how I'm going to leave my job. I mean, I do. I go into the pit of, somebody's going to divorce me now. This can't be fixed. And you know what? It begins with me taking out my evil toy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to slap Pat around because, by God, Pat assaulted my character. And so even though I got the card at Christmas time that says, love has a new face, even yours, that's not the end of the matter, because I still have the evil toy that has to be judged. And so when you were talking about, they lay burdens on people too heavy to bear. I mean, there have been so many times where Pat or Alice, living here, all of us girls would just gang up on them. Now, maybe not everybody has the heart of gang up on, but I had the heart of gang up on. I even said to Alice one day, Alice, I'm tired of your unbelief. Let's just take it out back and fist fight it to the end. And I was serious. It's like, I'm so sorry. Let's just go fight it out and see what ends. And so I just want to say again that I'm sorry, Alice. I'm sorry, Pat. I'm sorry, Deanna. I'm sorry, Betty, Jeannie. I'm sorry for having an evil toy. And it always happens when I feel character is assaulted. I start duking, boy. And you know, I really do love to have a new face. And you know what? Gene would come out on a Saturday morning and he'd say, girls, can we stop? Please stop this. Please stop this. And then so we'd stop it for a while and we'd do it again and he'd come out on a Saturday morning and go, oh my God, are we doing this again? And you know, it's I'm gonna beat you into submission till you see what I see. And you know what? I only see dimly, so why should I think I'm so great? So again, I want my word this Christmas to be a true word, where love truly does have a new face, to where I'm truly not beating on people to get them to hear me, to get them to understand my side. And
I'll tell you why, I'll tell you the wisdom in all this. You can go sit down.
okay, I'm sitting.
Very moving.
You know, the wisdom, Debbie, in your little story, how many of you think you're going to stand before Jesus when he